on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Magic Television, your trusted information hub. Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more. So stay tuned, stay connected to Magic Morning Tea on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Magic Television, your trusted information hub.
Wednesday, top date inside June 2020. Morning, wherever you get. Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is a program where we bring you information we need for know and we go brighten up today. So not go non-side, deal with you for the next 1 hour. 30 minutes and be part of the program. Don't forget to use your start your family to send a message to the social media and then or you send them on the 090 10 38 38. 090 10 38 38. My number when you send the text message. Me na one power presenter for this edition of the Magic Morning Show. Emilio Sekuran.
And Mina Fatima say good morning. Inside the program today, the magistrate na the Pademba Road Magistrate Court number 2 na Frito, Magistrate John Manso Fona don send one Lamin Mansare go na the Male Correctional Center for where police allege say he broke and enter inside one Adama Gobe in host and thief property them wey cost over 12,000 news. Well, this plus other interesting story then they inside the program this morning, and today na a very special program. Also, we can talk to the Environmental Protection Agency (EPA) as they prepare now for celebrate World Environment Day, where it will be on the 5th of June 2025. Well, inside the program today, you can get interesting discussion as to waiting at the preparation so far and how Salone as a whole will benefit from this year's celebration with the theme Inspired by Nature for Climate Action. Una continue for the program and don't forget for drop you text or WhatsApp message to the number 090 10 38 38. The number again is 090 10 38 38. Or you go now with Facebook and YouTube channel and drop we comment or question there. We dey continue the program and now we take the first material at the program this morning.
Let us start the program proper one of this material we come out from the Magistrate Court. And Pademba Road number 2 na Frito John Manso Fona don send one Lamin Mansare go na the Correctional Center for where police allege say broke Adama host and thief over $12,000. Make we join the court reporter Aisha Kando wey be the
23-year-old Lamin Mansare don't make his first appearance before Magistrate John Manso Fona na Pademba court number 2 na Freetown. Them charge her with one count of housebreaking and larceny, wey go against section 26, subsection 1 of the Larceny Act 1916. According to the charge sheet, Saturday 16 May 2026, na number 93 Wilkinson Road, Western area na Freetown, the defendant with intention 23-year-old Lamin Mansare don't make his first appearance before Magistrate John Manso Fona na Pademba court number 2 na Freetown. Them charge her with one count of housebreaking and larceny, wey go against section 26, subsection 1 of the Larceny Act 1916. According to the charge sheet, Saturday 16 May 2026, na number 93 Wilkinson Road, Western area na Freetown, the defendant with intention
32, Aisha Kago for putting that court report together when we can inside the studio like we don't introduce the program. Say June 5th, World Environment Day. And for sake of that, we can talk to Ali Fomba, External Relations and Advocacy Officer and Environmental Protection Agency, and Henry David Bayo, Senior Climate Change Consultant at EPASF. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, and good morning, viewers.
All right, let me start with you. Tell me a little bit about World Environment.
World Environment Day, a global celebration where they happen all sides of the world. And the day the United Nations then come about with this idea, and the celebration we don't start as far back as 1973. So each year the United Nations, they celebrate this day, then they bring out a theme. So inside that theme day, all countries and they look at the theme now and try for design an environmental awareness or action we then self go take for celebrate the day. So like now so the day come about.
All right, what's in some of the preparation we don't put together in PASF for celebrating this day? Because no say celebration will start for Monday till we climax and the 5th of June.
We don't put a lot of things in place, as this not the first time we, the agency, they celebrate this day. One, we get for June 5, when are the celebration, when are the celebration they start. We get an eco tour where we get for do. Outside we dey take we school picking them na Leicester Peak for an environmental tour. So when we take them at Leicester Peak, we get for teach them on lot of environmental issues like deforestation, plastic pollution, and lot of other things. Then after that, we get a competition where we get for open among the schools and outside and get for compete for. We then don't write a poem. We'd already give them the topic. Then don't write a poem and then get for compete in that poem competition. We get judges. We get for pick the winner of that particular poem competition. And then of course the poem is centered around environment issues. Then the winner will take home some prize. So that's not the first thing we get for doing at June 5.
All right, Mark, I'm over to you. Every day, senior consultant in climate change. Theme for this year and start and future. Therefore, we need to continue tell me a little bit about the section or you department for celebrating this day.
So, of course, I didn't have the climate change secretariat. As the name implies, we deal with climate change. But as a secretariat, my role is about providing coordination for climate change issues nationwide. So we not the only work in silo, but also with the work with other line ministries, civil society organization, private sector, for see how they can able mainstream climate change into the program. So what we did do now for make we develop the necessary plans, how we can able for address climate change, and also mobilize resources, right projects where we get these resources for implement, then we actions then. Yeah. So we also prepare because the theme, they send me a signal about the earth. See, we need for take urgent action, urgent climate change action. Because the problem, they become worse every day. Temperature, they increase. Of course, the rainfall pattern don't change. So this impact, they affect with livelihood, they affect with survival because we depend on the environment for make we survive. So when climate change happens, it alter the environment. So the services for the environment they provide, the ecosystem services, the provisioning, the regulatory, it affect them. Because the environment they play a vital role. Let's say, for instance, if we cut down with mangrove. Mangrove, they see how it able for absorb carbon. We cut down with trees, how it able for absorb carbon and make the environment conducive for we. And we activities that also don't contribute to the problem. We activities then depend on where also they release gases into the atmosphere, we call greenhouse gases. For instance, we get a lot of vehicles, we get a lot of, we get some industries, some factories. Of course, even we home, we get appliances that we use, we light generator, we emit a lot. We farming, we agriculture. We know say agriculture now one great area sector that they will depend on from survive. We agriculture also they contribute. Now, what in the city they face waste management na a challenge. Waste also they contribute, they release then gas, they release methane gas. So we release carbon dioxide. So all them gases they contribute for worsening the problem of climate change. So what thing we they do, we are a scientific institution, so we do studies and assessments for know what are the greenhouse gases, what will they produce as a country, what will they emit, and what are the different sources of the greenhouse gases. And we also plan which area we can absorb some of them greenhouse gases there. Because what thing we try for address the climate change problem, we need to get a balance in greenhouse gases. If we emit more greenhouse gases, we find a way for reduce those greenhouse gases so that we will able to get a conducive climate. So we roll now for do an assessment, know the status of the climate, but also plan how to address climate change. So what we don't do, we don't develop a national plan, whereby law, according to the Paris Agreement, with the international conference, Article 4, Paragraph 2, mandatory say we for prepare, we for communicate and maintain a nationally determined contribution when a national plan for address climate change. And this national plan, they deal with all sectors. They ensure say we involve private sector, we involve civil society organization, and also work with the community. Because we know they develop them plan without community. So we need to get community concern. So when we develop the plan, the NDC, we went as far as community level, get the views of community, then when they're affected, then we integrate that into the document, do nationwide consultation, because this is not a national document. No sector not going to address climate change on its own, or no institution. Because all institutions, they play a part.
Yeah.
They contribute to the problem, but also get solution. Like the agriculture, even though they emit some greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane due to the farming practice, but we can also absorb, we can also reduce climate change in that sector. We engage in climate smart agriculture. We and do some activities where also it's climate friendly, we know they really emit more greenhouse gases. We get the energy sector. How we can able, the energy sector, we rely on fossil fuel, but also the energy sector can engage in activities like renewable energy. Yes, we get efficient, energy efficient appliances we can use. We don't they contribute more to the problem. We don't they release more emission into. So we run now for work with all those sectors, develop a plan how those sectors can able mainstream climate change in the operation and implement. Because now when every sector do something about addressing climate change, now that time they we can able solve the problem. Now a collective work, collective approach from when we solve the climate change. So the secretariat now in they play that coordination role.
Okay. All right. I come back to you, Fumba. You don't hear it from any collective work, and from all what you explain, you get a lot to do with education and all. And this particular day where we all effect for celebrate, now day we according to the one way set the day aside. Now one way for use for do more of education. So from this day moving forward and waiting all EPA don't they do, how far don't they go with giving out information we will prevent environmental problems?
So like how you say no more, we awareness raising not only limited to World Environment Day. EPA now one of the agency we feel say you will follow social media, you will follow most of the community engagement then. We always create that environmental awareness to people then. So what we do this year for this World Environment Day, before now we don't release our jingles. The jingle will sent to you for World Environment Day. So that jingle later on they play where they create that environmental awareness to people then. So then we will understand say we get this day where we celebrate, and the day not just a celebration, but for let we bring that environmental consciousness to people and for let them know say now this way and this way we for able take care of the environment. And then beside the jingle, like I tell you, we get line up activities here. So I don't just explain about the eco tour. Also, we get for take the school picking them, Leicester Peak, for that environmental tour day. Then the 6th, when Saturday coming, we therefore get a green run. So this green run, every year on World Environment Day, we don't do one. So this year, we also get for do this green run. It not just get for be a health walk, it get for also be a platform outside with a provider environmental awareness. As we get for get PS system, we get for day, and it go and educate the people and some of the things and where we for do for see how we actually able to take care of the environment. And then when once we don't do that health work from Country 3 to Kalon Car Park, na Beach Road, when we don't reach Beach Road, we get forget various stakeholders because we invite people from different MBAs and the civil society, youth group, innovators and all. So we get forget different people who actually get our environmental background for can give statement. And the statement get for be centered around the theme for this year when climate action. So even we executive chairman, when Dr. Abubakar S. Masakwe, himself get for the day, and they all get for give solid statements on how we all for take care and protect the environment.
So tell me small bodies EcoTour, because a very good one. People learn they say waiting catch the young.
Yep.
So tell me small about that EcoTour.
All right. So the EcoTour, now we school picking them, a purely centered around we school picking them. Because what the EPA done they do over the years, we get this we school picking them, we be done the nurture, we done the train. And you don't they attend any of we programs them, you find out say we don't involve them.
Okay.
We not they just go with them for let them sit down and watch. They don't they partake by some of them programs and outside then get different places and with them we don't they act regarding the environment. So what do we do this year? We get for take them Leicester Peak. And when we reach the Leicester Peak, then get various people where they can talk to them on the need on how to protect the environment. We get for get topics and where we get for talk on like deforestation, plastic pollution, biodiversity, you know, lot of other things. And then when once we don't talk to them on that, we like I said, we get for get this poem competition where we get for open among the schools and who say the best school we get for write the poem, get for take home some little prizes.
All right, look,
we
come quickly to you talk something very interesting, this plastic pollution. I've been on attend one or two conferences and I'm more than talk about Sierra Leone, they try for push, I think, through the Ministry of Environment, for now get a policy on plastic pollution. You get idea of that, how far that can go? The plastic pollution for stop and let's stop this one use plastic who they use, either they recycle or they change the plastic to something else.
Yeah, of course. The roadmap there, we be done to engage different stakeholders and we be done to engage innovators and like right now. So we get these innovators and we then into recycling where we don't engage. In fact, even part of this program where we do, we invite some of the innovators and we then get for go na Kalon Car Park and then of course then get for demonstrate some of them innovations and we then get we try for move now from single-use plastic. If you don't use, for instance, your water bottle, you don't need for throw on a street, or you sachet, you don't need for throw on a street. So we don't create then environmental awareness, or we don't go into some of them workshops and so there is a roadmap to that.
All right, make a call over to you, Henry. You're the consultant for climate change. Climate change is a very, very big something where today, Sierra Leone has not accept the fact say the climate change, even though the weather pattern don't change, but people still know they accept that fact. They say the climate they change. As a consultant in the Environmental Protection Agency, within your department or unit, or are you as an individual don't do for continue for sensitize people about that?
Yeah, thank you very much. But before I respond, the issue of this plastic we mentioned is key because climate if we don't manage with plastic well, it also they contribute to climate change. So as you say, the ministry don't lead the process, we don't develop a policy. And very recently, the EPA been get a 3 days workshop where then we get international experts and bring all key stakeholders together. How would they discuss way for address climate a plastic issue? looking at the laws around plastic. So, because we get different people who get mandate to address plastics. Of course, within the city, we get the Freetown City Council. We also get within the coastal area, maybe SLMA for the marine. You also get the tourism sector. So how we can looking at integrated approach for address climate change, where go be sustainable, looking at sustainable way. So the EPA also do something, they work closely with the ministry from where we are, because plastic pollution is a major challenge. On the issue of climate change, people then say not to a distant, a threat. It is with we. It existential. When I say existential, it gets for do with we survival. It gets for do with we livelihood. Boku life they not be lost because of climate change. So if we not do something for address climate change, like how the team say, take urgent action, urgent climate change action. If we not take action, the problem will get worse, but also for make we address climate change, go be difficult and it go cost we more. You know the issue of taking anticipatory and reactive. You know what they say? Prevention is better than cure. So before the problem happen, if you don't plan, if you don't put things in place, if you don't get strategy, if you don't begin to address certain things, not wait till the problem come. And we always see the studies on tell we say the temperature they continue for one. Every year we get record-breaking temperature, and the more increase in temperature, the more changing in the climate system. Of course, with the global warming, the heat today we all experience the heat. So we don't need for tell you say climate change real. The one that we then at the coastal area, then go able to tell you because sea level they rise. But people their house don't be destroyed. Currently, one of the Tortu Island, people they don't commodity. Water don't take over there. Then Planty Island, the island don't they shrink. A whole school we been there way for educate speaking, a part of the classroom don't collapse because of erosion. Go to Yeliboya Island. You find out say the land don't also they shrink. Houses don't be destroyed. Economic activity. These two areas, Planty Island and Yeliboya, these are economic spots for fishing. But when climate change they happen, even they alter the water system. Boku fish then they go extinct. Most of them planks and then small fish. They're not able to bear the temperature in the marine environment. So even we live at risk because of climate change. The agriculture. Now people can spend the whole year farm, but they harvest, boku they waste, boku because of the climate. Now we encourage people say engage in climate smart agriculture, plant drought resistant crop or rain crops that will go withstand flooding. But also what we do, we use the institutional approach. What we do when we executive chairman come and for develop a transformation strategy, the EPA transformation strategy. In that transformation strategy, we get 3 core pillars. We get climate change, now one. We get natural resource governance, and we get environmental health and safety. And this area are all interrelated because environmental health and safety, they deal with how to address pollution. And some of them chemical, ozone depleting, we get ozone depleting substances. What we for do? The natural resource governance, they tell we about how we can address with biodiversity loss. But we forest also is critical for when we address climate change. So we need for protect we forest. Even the animals, these are also important because climate change, they ensure extinctions of we were. The climate change secretary or the climate change department, don't they develop a lot of projects? Apart from the plans and the education awareness we don't do, we also don't develop some tangible work. We don't support youth them as in youth innovation campaign. When we use innovation for address climate change, engage the youth, we give them support. How they can able be an entrepreneur, engage in transforming plastic for make rooftops, for make toilets. We give them small money for make them go. We also support a young man where they produce backpack, solar backpack for local community. You know, say local community where they the plastic then you wear in the car, then books they picking and not get light for study. But with innovation, you able to produce a bag with charger, with a light where local community use. But also we don't develop project to implement when technology need assessment. We get beaucoup technology where we can use for address climate change. Inside the Paris Agreement, Article 10 talk about technology development and transfer for where we go able to address climate change. So we get both adaptation and mitigation technology. For the adaptation, we get different adaptation sector where we put inside, we plan we NDC plan. The adaptation sector, one na agriculture. A key, although agriculture can be considered also as it get mitigation co-benefit, we get health. Health is also key. How we can get health resilient infrastructure. We health system will be climate proof. We also get water resources. We know so we all depend for water. Because of the catchment area, they don't drive. Water supply don't become a challenge within the city. But also we get mitigation sector. There are technologies. The energy sector fall under the mitigation. The transport sector. So what we been do? We pilot e-mobility for use electric kekes. Even that, we try for avoid emission of greenhouse. Because the more we release greenhouse gases during with normal activity, the more the problem of climate change in the world. So we implement different projects, identify different technologies for the different sector, and we see how we can able to develop action plan and implement those technologies. But also we don't do assessment. We don't assess the climate vulnerability impact. Now some of them we island, Yeliboya and Planty Island. We also, with other sectors, we also develop joint projects, so like agricultural value chain with the AVDP.
So with all the important information there, so any, how you intend for pass them over to people who are going to get on that day?
So what we do we get different ways of passing on the information. For the local community level, we go to consultation. We do awareness raising. Then plan they will don't develop. We not just the developer and whole land here. We go tell the community people who will inform those plans, say, now these are the plans we don't develop, now this way we address climate. So then self go know and what in them for do. But also at the government, let me say MDS level, we don't develop technical working group. Because we need for the kind of review how we implement climate action for the different sector. So we don't establish technical working group, they told me they develop a plan. Then in implementation also, we get for the consultants technical working group so that we not go duplicate. We know that they do what and we're able for track. So in those technical working group, we also they discuss, share information. We also they pass on to the public. We get the awareness raising, the area department where they communicate. But also, we develop reports what we send to international communities, the UNFCCC. Because climate change, not to one country, all countries they come together for address. Because the atmosphere will get a global common. We action naya, they contribute to other. If we emit naya, it affect other countries. Just like what do they face? We emission level is low, is negligible. What in other countries then they don't get these industries because of they don't emit a lot, we feel the impact, the brunt of the thing. So we get for produce report on the status of the climate. So we department they do that assessment. Now we develop the biennial transparency report, the national communication. The biennial transparency report, they're looking at the greenhouse gases, what now with different greenhouse gases. Also they're looking at how we don't implement climate change in with previous plans. Because we don't develop series of plans. We want to know what are the successes of those plans. But also it tell we what are the support we don't receive for address climate change in terms of finance, what are the money we don't receive, and what are the money we need. What are the technology we don't receive, what are the technology, and what are the capacity we don't receive. Because capacity also is key. Because we also they build capacities of NGOs, of civil, other civil society, of private sectors, even the media. We also they build capacity, but also the MDAs. Because we want them for mainstream climate change. That plan we don't develop, not to EPA, nobody implementer. All those sectors they implement. So we ensure that we build capacity across the different sectors. So what we don't do, we don't identify data providers for key sectors for where greenhouse gases for produce that report. So we don't train them how for them to go collect the data in the sector so that we'll be able to report appropriately how we'll be affected by climate change, but also what are the actions the way the country don't do for address climate change. But we roll center around coordination, communication, working with key stakeholders for ensuring we're able to address climate change.
All right, Fomba, then message there to all this information. So the balance days they will left, how we get for what we are going to pass on all the information now, because when you look at what they happen around the environment, them will confirm say yes, we need the education.
Yeah, so like how it's normal, we embark on robust community engagement as part of this year package in the awareness we want to do. So what we do, we engage, we target 2 communities in Freetown. And then what we do here, what we do in Freetown, not only limited to Freetown, but Freetown not to Salon. Yeah. So like when you go to Makeni, you get for Hapunde. When you go Kabbalah, same thing for Hapunde. When you go Kono, Kenny Mabo, Same thing here for happen. They themselves get different lineup activities and we all they gear towards awareness raising and we actions where we take towards climate change. So let's just answer your question now in terms of free time. So free time, what we do, we engage two communities. One na Laka, two na success. Because when you look at them two communities and right now we're very much prone to disaster. Reason being, people in Nepal engage in a lot of sand mining activities. So you find out, say, then they don't experience flooding. And then when you look at them two communities again, you will find out, say, there is high increase in terms of plastic disposal. Most of them plastics they are way they did at the sea. Them places and in a hotspot right now, outside them plastic then they dispose. So we choose them two communities and they for actually get that community engagement, the 8th we get for dinner Laka and the 9th we get for dinner success. Also we get for engage the stakeholders and within that community, the youth group, Mami Queen, a lot of big people and talk to them so that they go actually able to know what's in some of the actions or inactions that we then they do where they result to some of them environmental threat them within the MV and then communities.
Alright, so now continue for the program. The program we still they watch now Magic Morning Tea. When they come to you live now Magic Television on channel 38, Facebook and the YouTube channel. The number again we for drop a comment or WhatsApp message to now 090 1038 1038 090 1038 1038. We will continue the program and now we will go and take another item inside the program this morning before we come back to get them as we tell you earlier on. Today is a very special program as we talk with the Environmental Protection Agency EPA where they before for celebrate the World Environment Day where for the June 5 this year and a day where the world is celebrates every year. We will continue for them to us we continue.
The program we watch on Magic Morning Tea, they reach you live on Magic Television, channel 38, on Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media handles that we get with for. We take another story inside the program. As the Civic Day, where the Ministry of Information and Civic Education can organize, and this week here session, they been get at Pujaun District. And inside that session day, they will organize one debate competition for secondary school in the district. We own Aisha Sise get more and Ego now report.
Ministry of Information and Civic Education don officially start them Civic Day series na Pujaun District with one civic inter-secondary school debate and quiz competition wey take place na District Council Hall na Pujaun town. The event bring 10 schools from different parts of the district for compete na the quiz category. The school them na Wanjama Government Secondary School for girls, Ahmadiyya Muslim Junior Secondary School, St. Paul's Secondary School, Galines Perry Secondary School, Bompe, Holy Rosary Secondary School, St. Stephen's Secondary School, Government Secondary School, Massam, Every Nation Academy Secondary School, Smart Start Academy Secondary School, and Wesleyan UMC Secondary School. Sofian B. Masakoy from Ahmadiyya Muslim Junior Secondary School came first place na the quiz competition with total score of 27 points. Mohamed Sise from Wesleyan UMC Secondary School takes second place, while Mary T. Rogers from Smart Star Academy Secondary School and Momokai Kamo Rogers from Government Secondary School Massam tied for third place. Na the debate section, 6 schools take part: Galines Perry Secondary School, Smart Start Academy Secondary School, St. Paul's Secondary School, Holy Rosary Secondary School, St. Stephen's Secondary School, and Government Secondary School Massam. After 3 serious rounds of debates, Esther Kanu from Holy Rosary Secondary School win the first place, while Mohamed J. Sam comes second. Then give the winner the cash prize, certificate, and school bag them. The people them will come second and third receive cash prize them and certificate for participation. The school them will perform best self receive cash reward direct from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education for appreciate them contribution to education. The Civic Day series go continue tomorrow with one big town hall meeting. This public engagement go get more than 10 panelists, and the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Sharon Oba, go chair the program. For Magic TV News, Mina Aisha Kabo, the report.
Plenty thank you to Aisha for putting that report there together. Well, we'll return inside the studio again and we'll come talk quickly to Henry. We will tell you what's in the relationship with in department or EPA and other climate change resilience office them where they all affect the same thing.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Before I go out, let's just start internally within the EPA. As I say, we work at the climate change department, but the climate change secretariat. Of course, based on the transformation strategy, we get on natural resource governance. We deal with the marine and coastal environment, and also get to do with the mangrove. They do something about mangrove restoration. And currently, that department also implements a project within the along Gola Forest. For see how we forest them, but also looking at the Western area Peninsula Forest, also they work with the ministry. So we key. And we also get environmental health and safety department. They're looking at the health and safety of key issue, because most of the problem of the environment gets implication on health and safety issue. So when it comes to environmental safety, they deal with those chemicals, pollution issue, and currently that department they develop a pollution prevention and plan, and they do an inventory, national pollutant inventory, for know the different sources of pollution. Where for the climate change, we also in the secretariat we work with key institutions, but we get a ministry. The Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, where they provide the policy direction, where they lead, where the supervisory ministry. But also we get other institutions who they work with, because climate change, not one organization, we're not able to work in silo for address, but we need for work collaborative. So we get the Sierra Leone Meteorological Agency, where they call SLMET, where now the UNFCCC focal point day. Yes, I think most of them policy document they will develop now through we submit to the UNFCCC, and then also we get other a key ministry. Of course, when it comes to disaster, we get the NDMA, National Disaster Management Agency. We also get the National Protected Area Authority, because currently we implement a project which Save the Children, the Sierra Leone Coastal Resilient Project. We roll that now for ensure, so we do a lot of mangrove rehabilitation and mangrove restoration. So NPA, National Protected Area.
So the role of the Pekin that wait, I talk about Save the Children.
Yeah.
So Pekin they take part in that particular activity.
In fact, in that project, yes.
Yes.
In fact,
So
even the steering committee, they get Pekin representative.
Okay.
I think they Save the Children, they work with Children Forum Network.
Exactly.
So even though they support a lot of Pekin for attend even the COP, climate change conference where they happen. But as we write a project, we implement jointly for protect with coastal and marine and environment. So we work with the NPAA as one of the key, of course the Ministry of Finance, because climate finance is also critical. So we also work with the Ministry of Finance, and the key sectors when we come to IPC emission inventories, we know the energy sector, we work with trade, of course. You know, say most of those production companies, like the factories where they produce cement, they all emit greenhouse gas. So how forget data from the energy sector, the Ministry of Energy and other, who also they work with the different councils for see how we can able to decentralize we activity or trickle down we activity to the communities and the chiefdom on level. So even the Ministry of Water Resources. So in fact, most of the key sectors get something. Ministry of Gender and now education. Even water and sanitation. In the new NDC, we don't prioritize those key sectors. So all those sectors that we don't prioritize, we work with the different stakeholders and the different MDA. And as I say, also, we work with international institutions. UNDP now one we don't support we greatly. In the Youth Innovation Challenge, where we give support to youth innovators, there we identify a lot of youth solutions for address climate change, biodiversity, and pollution issue. Now the UNDP they support. And currently, we also develop different projects for more attract more resources. The EPA also now the focal point for most of the funding institution. Now the NDA, National Designated Authority for the Green Climate Fund. And I happen for be the liaison officer for also work with them for provide technical support. But the head of EPA now the focal point for the GCF where they're looking at projects when they develop and looking at how those projects they benefit the country, how they meet the needs of local communities and give approval. If them projects they know they benefit the country, they're not aligned with the priority, can give approval. But now the focal point for when we get Green Climate Fund money. But will EPA also be the focal point for the Global Environment Facility, where we chief director currently they on Jeff meeting for see how we'll get money, because most of them project they would implement. There was a project Coastal Resilient project we implement, now been Jeff founder, and Jeff done the fund because the technology need assessment. Now Jeff also the fund that the binary transparency, those greenhouse gas events in a Jeff. So those funding agencies will also be a focal point for provide coordination and monitor, because sometimes when the money then they can the different institutions then they implement we want to know the impact. So we roll that now for ensure so those project them they do what in them plan for, do what in the objectives they would why make them fund them for. So we, even the adaptation fund also we are focal points for ensure say the one that they apply for those funding money, then project then it align with the country priority when it comes to addressing climate change issue. So we not work in silo, but we work with all those institutions because we role a very critical. We play a regulatory role, but also we play a technical role for work with them different agencies for develop a project. Currently, we on developing a project with FAO the pilot initiative. So we also want to develop a bankable project from the Green Climate Fund Readiness Project to a full proposal. So we get other projects who also they work with the water resource sector. Also, we also they provide a key technical support because the environment is key. We roll that now for ensure so we protect the environment, both the land, the air, and the water. Ensure so this is safe for we and for we communities that we they near them.
All right. They come back to you, Fumba. We will go to the how we get for do with the climate run from Usai to Usai. The green run from Usai to Usai on a for one.
The green run they happen we dey start na Contitria by 7 o'clock. We dey expect every pulse.
When is that?
Saturday, the 6th.
The 6th.
Yes, Saturday the 6th. So the green run they start from Contitria, then we the end on Kalon Car Park.
Yeah. Long distance, yeah. Anyway. Fine. So wait for happen that day in terms of information we want to get for they give out and also that would expect.
Well, we don't extend letters then to all stakeholders then at this country. Like I tell you, we send letters to almost all the MDAs then. We send letters then to media houses then, to CSOs then, youth groups, students, innovators. Wow. Yes. So and then of course we the partner with AfriCell. AfriCell are the leading sponsor for this year. But we not only limit and we extend invitation to other mobile companies, and so we expect that they forget EU number for that particular green run day.
So the same activity get for the happen on the other side here?
Yes, again for happen Abu and Kenima.
Okay.
Yes. So for the north, then they move this year, then they go Kabbalah.
All right.
And they then get for good. They know they do green run, but then say get other activities and we then get for do.
Okay. So what about the schools? Then say get for day part of them because the reason why I make they emphasize on the schools, on learning institution, because we don't talk. But recently we don't learn say when you take them right from school, person able to grow up with whatsoever knowledge or education we go get.
Of course. You know, the EPA now one of the institutions that we know they do anything without we school picking them.
Okay.
And we debate them for every activity where we they do, then kid it and then get for the, even last year, the green run where we do, the other event, then all where we do. Last year we take them Selewata, then we also organize debate for them Family Kingdom, and they also be the part of the green run. So this year again, not to exception, we not just go after we don't go with them unless that we pull them out of the event. Then get for the part of the activity where we organize, the green run, they get for the part of her, and of course the community engagement, success and like that, they also get for the part of her.
All right, so this activity this year is only sponsored and run by EPA or on a joint collaboration with the Ministry of Environment?
Well, they do with guidance from the ministry. You know, say the agency they under the ministry.
Yes.
So for everything where we they do, then they come in for let we get that guidance from them. But in terms of finances, EPA they do. Then of course we get AfriCell, we then self coming for boost to up.
All right, continue for still to the program where you watch our Magic Morning Tea, where they get you live from Magic Television, channel 38. Now come over to you quickly again, Henry. Henry, you get a lot of experience in the climate change world. What's now a relationship with Sierra Leone Meteorological Agency in terms of climate change?
Thank you. Of course, we work closely with them. As I say, now they house the UNFCCC focal points. And we, the operational arm of the UNFCCC, because most of the documents they will submit to the UNFCCC, now we the developer, we get obligation. For the fact that we sign to the Paris Agreement, we get obligation for do certain things. We for communicate, a national communication every 4 years. We for develop, well, before now, buying an update report, we now every 2 years, but now it don't transition to buying a transparency report under enhanced transparency under Article 13 of the Paris Agreement. So we need to submit that to the, but also we get other reports the way we do, like the NDC for developer every 5 years. We mandated for develop and communicate with NDC. We also need to develop a national adaptation plan. So when we develop those documents them, we send them to the UNFCCC focal point within our met and for submission, for onward submission to the UNFCCC. But also when it comes to climate change coordination, they're also critical. We work with them, we coordinate greatly in terms of negotiation on key issues, for advocate for key solution in climate change. But also in project development, we work with them, because when we develop project, for instance, an adaptation project, the early warning is also key. And the role there that they provide early warning information, climate data, when climate data, when it comes to meteorological data. And also, when we develop, we BTR, under climate change impact and adaptation, we deal with the issue of loss and damage. Loss and damage also, I think you need to get weather data, weather forecast data, and then get that. So in that area, we also communicate with them, we also collaborate with them, we work with them closely with it, and we all they under the same ministry, the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change. So we coordinate greatly for make we implement, we address climate change in the country.
All right, Aliyu, you are the person within the educational side of the Environmental Protection Agency. All then explanation here, then fine talk here, and then sweet right here we can put together. How feasible would they say and say they happen within the environmental world?
Like I've been saying earlier, you were to follow the EPA. Waiting we they do one of we communication strategy now the new age media when social media. If they follow most of the activities and way we they do, it then all we social media handles them, you know. And we're not the only limitant to we social media handles them. Because we sell them now most of them key WhatsApp groups them, you know, so we can send and they so even if you dey Falaba, you dey Kamakwe, you dey Kailan, we then have most of them WhatsApp groups and then we can send most of the things in where EPA they do. And then apart from that, like waiting we they do now, all the activities and what we can do, we get media engagement. You know, we engage TVs and we engage radio stations and then you know they only happen at Freetown here. We get EPA hour waking happen now Freetown here what we don't do with Afri Radio, and when you go to the provinces also we get radio stations and we be done they engage. And beside the media, because not everybody they na media, not everybody they on social media or the white TV or listening radio. So we get community engagement where we be done they do now then communities and they like I tell you no more Usai most time the topic or message in subject specific. Like for instance, if we say today we dey go na Kabbalah or we dey go Kono, we get a particular message where we dey go with based on the project we go there at hand. So we don't do that. We don't engage the stakeholders and we don't form chiefdom environment committee. Also we engage paramount chiefs and a lot of other stakeholders and for able help we for go dey pass on some of their messages and we don't provide training and we don't ensure say every workshop where we dey do they all the day.
All right, so now continue for day between at the program. Well, now na time for make we take this music break, and we will bring you song from the Environmental Protection Agency (EPA).
World Environment Day. Yeah, Salon make we listen now. Now we land, now we water, now we future. EPA they come with the message. World Environment Day, make we rise up from Mama Salon. Look now the river, you know they flow like before. Sand mining done make the bank them low. Dredge them they swell, the water side. Fish them they die, community they cry. Forest they fall, treat them they fall. Hillside there and they wash we all. Freetown flood can never feel I'm too. Climate change no they wait for you. Plastic bag flock gutter, water no pass. Smoke na the air, sickness they fast. Heat they rise, farm they dry. People they ask what thing go happen why. But hope still they now left from die. EPA they walk, they push, they try. From city to chiefdom, from coast to hill. For protect Salon we get the will. World Environment Day, make we stand up today. For the land, for the sea, for the picking them where they come behind we. Yeah. World Environment Day, EPA show the way. But them not feel do I'm alone. Public support go save Salon. Support EPA, support EPA. Now we environment, now we future today. Support EPA, support EPA. Green Salon rising, make we lead the way. EPA they monitor mining site. Check compliance, make the law stand tight. If company pollute them for answer clear. No more damage, no more careless affair. And they fight plastic, smoke and waste. Chemical danger, them know they waste. Mercury in a river, they cause bad pain. So them they teach miner them again and again. Climate finance, NDC plan. Clean energy future for woman and man. Immobility, data, policy. Green transition for we economy. Biodiversity, forest and wetland. EPA they protect the life of the land. From Gola forest to coastal zone. Them they hold the line for Zion home. But hope still they now left from die. EPA they walk, they push, they try. From city to chiefdom, from coast to hill. For protect Salon we got the will. World Environment Day, make we stand up today. For the land, for the sea, for the picking them where they come behind me. World Environment Day, EPA show the way. But them no free do I'm alone. Public support go save Salon. Support EPA, support EPA. Now we environment, now we future today. Support EPA, support EPA. Green Salon rising, make we lead the way. No throw plastic, no gutter. No pot tree like you no matter. No mine river till it dry. No burn waste where they poison sky. Report pollution, talk the truth. Protect the old, protect the youth. Chiefdom, council, school and town. Everybody hand for join now. World Environment Day, now reminder. Say climate, wahala they come harder. Sea level rise, rainstorm strong. If we no act now, we go suffer long. But Salon get power, Salon get voice. Green development, na the better choice. EPA they build system, law and plan. But citizens for lend them hand. Teacher, pastor, imam, youth, media people, talk the truth. Driver, miner, fisher, farmer, environment, now everybody matter. So make we clean, make we plant, make we guard waiting God don't grant. From mountain top to Atlantic foam, Green Salon now we come on. Oh. World Environment Day, make we stand up today. For the land, for the sea, for the picking them where they come behind. World Environment Day, EPA show the way. But them no feed do I'm alone. Public support go save Salon. Support EPA for clean air. Support EPA for clean water. Support EPA for green forest. Support EPA for safer future. Mama Salon, rise again. Green Salon, rise again. World Environment Day, now we all get the work today.
Say una don't enjoy that particular song day, and not only for enjoy but the message inside I think, a more paramount. Well, we dey continue with the program. World Environment Day will be the 5th of June 2026, and at the Environment Protection Agency, EPA, they take the lead for do the celebration na Saloya. I hope so una don learn there's so many good message the way we two guests they don't give it this morning with regards the environment and waiting we self supposed for do for make we avoid anything the way they are bugging the environment. Well, now na time follow take text message, and I want for apologize to the two calls they will don't get. When I know so they take calls inside the program, we encourage you now send una message na WhatsApp to the number 090 10 38 38 090 10 38 38. We'll continue the program, and I will take this first set of message we don't kind of WhatsApp line. This first one go bear from Kailang. They say thank you so much, Magic TV, and on the one that has to do with the environment, I think EPA is gradually improving. Before now, we used to hear so many challenges with regards land and also community people fighting for their lands. Thank you so much, and let the education keep coming. From Gobe, say the text from Kailang. This other one we don't come inside the program the same. EPA, you should pay more attention to mining communities. These are the most affected people when it comes to environmental protection. The other one we don't come inside the program, they say very interesting discussions. I hope other communities are benefiting as well. This other one, they say kudos to the EPA boss. He's very active in terms of doing his job, and I pray God continue to keep him. Please, can you please extend programs to Tonkolili and other parts of the country? We need so many information regarding environmental protection. It comes out from Mansari. This other one we don't come inside the 090 inbox. They say environmental protection should be everywhere, and I want to say thank you to them for bringing in school-going people. Yes, education is important, but it depends to whom or who you are educating. Getting the children on board, I think, is a brighter idea. Thank you so much, EPA. The last one where I would take for now, they ask, say, going for the health work is one, but again, consider the raining season. We are ready to join you guys because education is far, and I am so passionate about environmental issue. It comes out from Cecilia.
All right, make I take the one that we come on the Facebook page. This first one I will take from Ishmael Jairo. Said the discussion is very important. Many thanks to EPA SL. This other one come on from Davidson Bori. We say thanks to the team. Aminata Bangura also sent message say how prepared are you for World Environment Day? This other one we come out from Lovetta Jonas say thanks guy, eloquently put. Another one again from Aminata say EPA people then they cut thick. Waiting na the measure where una don't put for now. This last one I will take for now come on from Joseph Tengbe. We say well done team EPA. So these are the messages we will go for take for now. What I go start for respond?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I go start. First, the person we say hope say we will extend we awareness raising Tonkolili.
Yeah.
Maybe probably maybe not be done they follow we activities and but EPA we dey right across.
I think I didn't mind the coming in there.
I didn't plenty.
So now areas and then we don't go with lot of environmental activities, and they ranging from awareness and lot of readings, and we don't do a lot of readings in Tonkolili. We don't do a lot of arrests and all in terms of the illegal dredge minings and where they go on there. Then to the other person we asked if how prepared we did. I believe say from the discussion now, that person dey for don able know for say we prepare, we 100% prepare for the World Environment Day. And then of course somebody talk on rain. Yeah, we understand say this rainy season, but we hope and pray say rain not go disturb it. But even if rain come, I mean
Lay
we
wear
get
shower
yes,
cap.
we get from back under that
Na
rain.
national issue.
Yes.
Lay wear shower cap.
Exactly, for the environment.
All right. Yusuf, go answer some of the other questions. Then we'll answer.
Yeah, of course, most of the messages are compliments.
Yeah.
We want to appreciate the compliments, but now a collective work. We need the support of the public, also the populace. Yeah. So now make we calm down and shall see we message reach them far and wide. We also the plan awareness raising program for key regions. We were for candidate for tell now what's in the inside the plan, and so that the implementation of the plan now we all get for implement and because we all get a rule for protect the environment. Somebody talk say at least we need to focus on the mining communities.
Yeah, mining community.
Yes, of course the executive chairman will make huge reform within the EPA for mining areas. Before people can just mine, come in and can just mine, where they don't destroy the environment, then go.
Yeah.
So now we get a fee where they put so that Alex if you go, we
Go
able
able to
for restore back that.
That's an offset fee.
Yes.
So who that gain that offset fee then?
Well, na the
EPA or
country.
na NPA?
No, not the country.
I agree, but who that take the lead for collect
No,
that
well,
offset
we
fee?
get a rule for regulate them for in the EIA license and this. So before we give you license, we then sure see you comply to that. And
So
most
that fees
institutions-
they already can they say that EIA license?
No, not the yeah. This is special. We
Okay.
then sure see at least for rehabilitate the place where you can go because most times they give
Basically, what you dey talk, the rehabilitation of the place after they don't mind, we refer to as offset fee. You pay for which you deploy so that they go develop another area. That's the offset fee.
no that in different that it different that this not now a fee for make we able for rehabilitate in the event that because these are mining now your business you can if you run out of cash the company can close.
Yeah.
Then when company close there is no guarantee
Of coming
yes,
again.
yes for even continue you work. So this now
I think the same thing will happen at Manonko.
Yeah.
The community people versus London mining for flooding. If it don't happen, I remember
so that
story.
mechanism they in place now. Even if they left money, they run out of cash. We the country
That
can
money
able-
we don't left go able for
can
do.
able for ensure say we
All
protect
right.
because we roll now for protect the environment for people and for everybody for life. Protect the environment, but also the people there. Then also what we don't do, we don't digitize the system. If you want license, EIA license, because it's a matter of most for do license. For know what now you impact and how you able mitigate your impact in your operation. Then also we don't develop a grievance redress system with the entire where if something will go bad in your community, you can able call. You can able text, you know means unless you not get Android phone, you can get to local. We get a toll-free line. When a 99 in
1999.
yes, you can call.
Please log get that
19
number clearly so
Yes.
that people will get some.
So you can call, I think, and cable respond. Then also, you can, if you don't lodge a complaint, a grievance, you can able follow the process, the stages where it is. We at least now, I mean, the EPA is highly responsive to the public. It's accessible at any time. You can follow we now through we also social media. So we ensure say we regulate those mining companies, we enforce, we monitor. In fact, we very recently the team joined to do environmental audits. Now key mining sites. So these are that's what they do regularly. Then also we also they do a grand shooting where you can tell we say they do operate in a social area. We know the left, you don't know more. We look at the document we don't present. We don't go verify. We don't go take coordinate and ensure say who say you want for work, not to environmental sensitive area, not to a protected area. So these are things we do, and when we come, also responding to the public. Now it don't be efficient. We respond to based on all those systems. I think we able to respond to the needs. But we get an open door policy also. But we appreciate the compliments. We don't come out from the point. We will continue for do we best as they don't say, for protect the environment for we all.
All right, before we go to another material, let's just read this last was very interesting message. The post say, "Hi Magic TV, kindly ask EPA to extend invitation to the general public. We also want to be part of it and not only the MJs. The issue of environmental protection is a national one, and I think events like this will bring everybody on board rather than just having the normal thing, one meeting in one room. Kindly ask them to extend invites. We also want to be part of it, Marcella.
All right. The invitation is open for the green run. It open. Anybody can go there. Yeah.
Okay.
The resources where they will go share this is an environment business, but just that again for be based on first come first serve.
Okay.
So I'd encourage people and for go there as earlier as 7 o'clock, so that the little chairs and other things and we can for get out.
Okay.
Everybody go get it open to the general public.
All right.
And then also one important thing, the green run, we got forget prizes for the first 3 winners. Last year we do the person will win. They take home I think something like 5,000 millions.
What did they win? Waiting at the competition.
Money?
No, waiting possible. Waiting at the competition.
For one.
Okay, the run.
Yes, we get forget the green run. The green run there in 2 folds. We get forget people and when we pray they know they able run and work.
Exactly.
Then get for work.
Yes.
Yes.
Then you get forget people when
Where
at
they
least
run.
we then now then
Me and they go on.
yes then they run. So like we dey encourage anybody where you feel like saying at least you able run for go partake. So we have get prizes for the first 3 winners and then we also get certificates and medal where they follow we social media handles and last year we all see who that winner, who that come first, second and third. So it open up to the public and then we encourage everybody for go early at 7 o'clock and then doing registration so that it will be part of the competition.
Waiting. We are all green as we are celebrating World Environmental Day.
Yes, so waiting and the try for, say when you look at the environment
is always green.
A green. So this is a try for encourage you say we not for do we know how normal it is so we a green now so we for continue for maintenance. So we all for ensure say we do something we know the affect that in natural look.
Okay.
That and try for say.
All right. Well, Marcella, I hope so you don't get that response day. You are invited and everybody we want for come. You're welcome. So they continue with the program.
Okay, the program where you watch on Magic Morning Tea, where they reach you live on Magic Television, channel 38 on Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media handles that we get with from. We take another story inside the program, inside Ebola and one deadly disease, we be don't come inside 2014 from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And Boku people in Salon and other countries then. Some few weeks ago, let me discover them again. And they don't kill over 200 people in the same Democratic Republic of Congo. After one social media post say Ebola may don't come in Liberia and that na be false alarm. And for sake of that make Real Magic TV for the Bangura be work on a free tongue and talk to people and see how prepared are they and government for see how prepare in case Ebola want for kaya waiting before do. Make we join Furia Bangura we go give that report today.
Some weeks ago, reports bin don come out say Ebola disease don start for show na some country and plenty people dey afraid say the virus fit spread if authorities no prepare well. Sierra Leone bin don already experience one of the worst Ebola outbreak inside 2014 wey affect thousands of lives across the country. The sickness first enter through the border side wey spread quick and go na different districts dem. Kailao and Kenema be the first district wey suffer the sickness pass the other districts. According to reports from the World Health Organization, Sierra Leone record over 14,000 Ebola cases during 2014 to 2016 outbreak, while more than 3,900 people lost their life from the disease. Thousands of other people later recover from after treatment. Reports be show say plenty health workers also lost their life while dem bin dey try for save patients dem. School, markets and public places be closed because of fear and panic, while all community be dey under quarantine as government and health officials dem struggle for control the outbreak. Unsafe burial practices and lack of awareness be also help for increase the spread of the virus. Ebola na disease wey dey spread through contact with body fluids and infected person. Some of the early signs dem include fever, vomit and running stomach, body weakness and bleeding. Na some cases, health experts say early detection, quick response and public awareness na key things dem for stop any possible outbreak before it spread. As concern continue for grow about possible spread again, people call on authority for strengthening preparedness through health education, border monitoring, treatment center and emergency response system. Magic TV bin go work na Freetown for talk to some citizens about the issue, ask them wetin dem dey expect from authority and how dem prepare the country for prevent another Ebola crisis. Magic TV we talk to Mariam Bintu Sise, when a student from Amta University, and this na wetin im be get for say.
So good afternoon, you tell me your name.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Mariam Bintu Sise. Not a student from AMTA, first year.
So what do you feel say another health authority them for do for make people know say Ebola the camp don't they not the country?
Like because the last outbreak of Ebola, I was then in primary, so I don't get that much knowledge. But what me we know of, if I put hygiene in measures and for the wash we had frequently, for use social distance, because as now we don't know it if it is inside salon, but with the hearing rumors, although the government, Liberia government, not confirm it, say Ebola day, but the hearing rumors, and sometimes rumors can be too right. So for put cleaning measures in place so that we will be safe.
Is it important more than a salons to go for check people and when they come in and out of the country?
Yeah, I think so. And I think say if the government put more pressure and measure in place, we go able for secure ourselves from this outbreak.
So if this hospital and clinic them for do for prepare for any suspect we get Ebola case?
Like I said before, hygiene is the most important thing. Hygiene, and I think so for go back to a normal routine for go they check temperature, because that was the case. And from temperature now will be noticed that the outbreak and all the one that were affected, and now school them will be they use sanitizer and will be the wash hand before they go school. So I think say that measure back will come back in place with normal hygiene.
After Mariam Bintu Sise, Magic TV be continue for talk to other people and we be talk to one Mr. Patrick, we continue for tell we how we want make help people them and authority prepare the country for prevent another Ebola crisis.
So good afternoon, you tell me your name.
Mr. Gilpin.
So what if it's not the measure health authority them
Well,
put in place?
health-wise, what number one, government for try for minimize the amount of people who go to keke, and this put the amount of people who can take, they get for minimize them so that people will sit free. Then number two, like people who go to market or whatever, they for use jackets, long sleeve, because of too much of body contact, for minimize body contact. So I think that as a measure there for people.
So how if you say health hospital them for put things in care for what is everything?
Well, number one, information say drugs today for give people them drugs supposed to be, and they forget more of dehydration salts for give people free for that matter. In case of anything, you use the dehydration salt because we get that you get a lot of vomiting. So at least you get like a dehydration salt, it can help you for get over it.
You think say airport and border checking a strong na salon?
Well, I last come airport don't take 20 years ago, so I cannot tell much. What they can do, what they can do, last car they can come by road, so I know they will tell much.
So how you visit them for put and for make them stop this Ebola business? I mean, not spread na salon or cancer salon.
They forget. Therefore, they make people and go do testing. People they forget centers already for the go do testing.
So what's not the message you want to send out to people then?
People they for be careful. Too much body contact. That's number one. Transportation and for lessen the amount of people who are going to transport because of the body contact, and people for the way they carry long jackets where you go like a particularly like a market. Like this Abacha street here, with too much body contact, it's too much. So if I be lesson.
For Magic Television use, me na Fudia Bangura the report.
Right, plenty thank you to Furia Bangura for putting that report there together. Well, we go inside the studio again where Aminata continuously they ask say EPA una sidom then the cut tick. I want to make una educate Aminata a little bit about cutting of tree.
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much for that question. And we don't bring we don't know who side in the court, which area, because we get restricted area, we not for court stick. We get protected areas. Then these are mandatory by law, so these are for protected. If you the court stick, you are prohibited to the law for taking in cause. So those protected area, but also we get the National Protected Area Authority also, we by law, they also ensure so then we area them being protected. So I think go now we Facebook, we social media handles, and maybe and also, but it also that with toll free line, and we could respond to them and we take appropriate action with regard. Or we link them to the rightful person we will ensure to we.
All right, Aminata, let me add my voice there. And not mean say because of the environment in order for cut tick, because we get a whole department under the Ministry of Environment where they in charge of tree cutting, what we call forestry division. You get forest there when areas there where it allow for let them cut tick, but you get to go through the Ministry of Environment and through forestry, and then go tell you side for cut tick, the type of tick way for cut and the one way not for cut. You also get protected area there where prohibited, where you not for even go inside there without the authority of the National Protected Area Authority. So these are the areas, and so if you're able to tell you exactly which area you refer to, then EPA will able to tell you, so well, this is not protected area, not go there, or this is not forest area, forestry area, go to the Ministry of Environment and go tell you for cut tick and not for cut tick. But by and large, for cut tick, not good. But like we say, you want cut tick, go to the Ministry of Environment to Forestry Division. We then get community forest them, we then go allow you for cuts and you get small money where you will pay. We they continue the program.
And Fisa will not get better time again. We first for roundup and we come to we get them for giving the final word inside the program this morning, especially on the two events then we will not plan for all. We start with you from back.
All right. Like what we say, we encourage the public, and the one that we don't extend invitation to for another invitation for join we this Saturday with the camp for the green run, so that we all go make a run for protect the environment. And then, of course, the environment business na thing way large. We go there, we give awareness, we tell you what thing you for do, what thing you know for do. But the decision is left to you. We encourage everybody for make sure say the environment are like a baby, and we all get up. So let we all join hand for protect her. If you get any complaint, when you want let the EPA know, we get to toll free line when 1999. 1999 and I would toll free line. So if you get any other thing where you want for know from the EPA, you can call that number, then we will immediately take action.
All right. Any?
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, climate change not a distant threat, a day with we. And if we not take action, urgent action now, for make we address climate change, it will be difficult and it will cost we beaucoup money. So it's better for more we all join hands together, support the EPA in the action that we will do, complement, but also in your own community, you get a role for play as individual, for work, ensure so you protect the environment. Even the person they call tick like how that other person do. If somebody they do bad to the environment, communicate to the right authorities, and we go take action. Then we take action against them. But may we support the EPA, the environment, and we'll get them. Whatever we do to the environment, we do to we safe. So may we ensure say we take care of the environment, we protect the environment for we safe and for we picking them.
All right, well, now so we go end the program for today, and as we be telling you earlier on, today we talk to the Environment Protection Agency, EPA, and you don't hear from we two guests them. We don't can tell you about the World Environment Day, where it will be Friday, June 5, but then get activity will go happen on Saturday. We began at the studio with we this morning, and David Bayo, when are the senior climate change consultants na EPA. And we say we so get with we Aliu Fumba, when our external relations and advocacy officer na EPA. We say plenty thank you to them. And so you say we don't take it time for watch me this morning. Not forget say we other program then will come up. Today na Wednesday, your program No The Law will come to you. And also 7 o'clock na net, you will get news update. And of course, news around Africa as we continue for bringing you Ebola updates. So continue for stay tuned to this fine channel, channel 38. And we also they bring you some tips of our activity on our Facebook and YouTube. So tomorrow we have another edition of the program. Magic Morning Tea will come back to you. Mina Fatima say they say tata and get yourself a lovely Wednesday.
All right, plenty thank you to technical team and plenty thank you to production team for getting the program will meet you. So say tomorrow another edition will meet you. Mina Cornelius Ekurandu Wampa presenter them. Tata.
The same old system and the same problem.